actually did not ever mention that I used a GLP-1. I did crowdsource a little bit of information back in like November because I was considering starting a GLP-1, but I never did because I ended up starting trauma therapy instead. And I thought, well, let's give this a shot and see what happens here, and we'll move forward with everything else once I figured this out. Because obviously the trauma therapy was a much more pressing matter. Now, let me be clear. I don't have a problem with GLP-1s. I think they work really well for a lot of people, but I think it's also really offensive to assume that everybody uses them to lose weight. I have put in a shit ton of hard work and effort to do this. And I have not gone through all of this for people to assume that I used medications to drop the weight. I'm really open and honest on this app, and if I was using one, I would absolutely tell you. The reasons that I was looking into them in the first place were to try to help my chronic pain and my autoimmune disorders. But when I did crowdsource all of the information, I ended up choosing against it for multiple reasons. And instead, I just limited my calorie intake and I went to yoga. I have taken 104 classes of yoga since I started in January. I have done a pretty decent job of logging my food and keeping up with how much I eat, and trying to stay under 1,500 calories a day. I'm not always great at finishing out the day, and sometimes I forget to log dinner, but for the most part, I stick to it. And I'm really conscious about what I'm putting into my body. So, like I said, there's nothing wrong with people using GLP-1s to lose weight. I'm supportive of anybody trying to go through a difficult journey, but that's not how I did it. And I'm incredibly proud of what I have done. But regardless of how I did it, I'd be proud of myself anyway.